Alright, the game was officially released yesterday. I'm thinking I'm going to try to play through a game, edit out the boring parts, and then post that. I'm going to start a base. I'll use the hardest asteroid. Well, one of these last two. These last two say survival chance is slim. I'm going to use the very last one because I assume that's the slimmest of the slim. And I'll pick one out that has 4 characteristics that seem interesting. I tried to play this asteroid a couple of times already. Like I played the first 50 cycles or something. I don't really want boulders. Boulders just, I don't really get what the point of it is. You have a boulder in the way, you have to dig through it. That doesn't seem like fun. Maybe the boulders actually have stuff in them and I should be okay, there's 4 things and none of them are boulders. These are actually all good characteristics. I'm more likely to succeed and I like a challenge, but this actually is a pretty difficult asteroid. So I'll tell you a little bit about it. The thing that you really should need to learn how to leverage in the beginning is how much dirt you start out with, because you start out with tons and tons of dirt. I want 2 diggers and a researcher. Germ resistant. I'm never going to use that. Machinery is good. Quick learner is good. Squeamish. Okay, I like that. I like that guy. Welcome, Marie. Come on, give me a good one. Iron gut. Irritable bowel. Diver's lungs is good. Husbandry. That's ranching, right? I'm going to take it. Marie and Ellie. I keep clicking too fast and missing opportunities. I don't need iron gut. I don't need somebody who's good at cuisine. Agriculture's good. Night owl's okay. Cannot do cooking errands. That's okay with me. I'm gonna take it. Alright, so I'm gonna call this game Season 1. Here we go. Alright, but first off, I'm going to look around and see if I can... Whoops. I want to find where I should center my base. Where I can basically just have one ladder for going up and down. I think maybe up here would be good. I'm going to center my ladder over this cold spot in the ceiling right there. That will be my up and down. Alright, so the first thing I need is beds. I'm going to put them up here. I like to make space between the ladder and my barracks so that there's room to eventually put in atmo suit docks and stuff. So that's so this is going to look a little strange, and that's the reason why. There's a wall. Checkpoint 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wall, bed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's my barracks, nothing to it. Next I want bathrooms. I'm just going to put those, let's see if there's room on the other side on the right. Yeah, that'll totally fit in there. There's the bathroom. Water access. This is my water reservoir. So far so good, right? Real easy. Beds, bathrooms, water reservoir. Now I want oxygen and farms set up, but to do that I need to do some research. So I'm going to set up a research. There's a generator, battery, and a research station. Okay, now right now we're sort of in a hurry up and wait situation while we wait for the research to get done so that I can start doing oxygen and farms. So I'm going to sort of passively work on some other things while I wait for that, and I'm going to start by connecting all these little open spaces in here, and maybe letting some of this water like run into my reservoir. That way I can access all of the wild plants and stuff for food and lumber and oxygen and stuff. I'm just letting the game run at full speed and waiting for stuff to happen. Pretty much everything is set up just as soon as my dupes are done digging everything out, you know. New blueprint. I think I will take a dupe if I get a good one. Mouth breather, unconstructive, narcoleptic. I don't have a good one. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. My research is done. That means I can make oxygen and farms. In this world, there is no algae. What that means is we have to use, the only thing that we start out with that can make oxygen is these oxyferns. If you plant them in a farm tile, you need 3 of them to produce enough oxygen for 1 dupe. And I've got 3 dupes, so I definitely need 9 of them. So I'm going to find a place to put those. They need to be exposed to carbon dioxide in order to operate, in order to make oxygen. I'm going to put them. I'm going to put them right across the top of my water reservoir, I guess. Yeah, I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great. Just going to find a nice central place where everything's cool, and I'm going to grow a bunch of mealwood. I'm going to put them right here. I need 5 mealwood plants in farm tiles for each duplicate that I want to feed with the mealwood. There's going to be a lot of like wild mealwood plants out here that I can use for food. Alright, we're back to hurry up and wait. I'm just going to plant some of my mealwood and oxyferns sort of passively while these things get built. So one of the things that's really tempting in this asteroid is there's a lot of wood from the arbor trees, and you'll be like, oh, I'm going to process that into ethanol and burn it for power. So the problem with ethanol is, if you produce the ethanol, if distilling it produces a bunch of carbon dioxide and heat, and of course it uses power. It uses half the power that you eventually get from it. And then to get rid of the carbon dioxide and the heat, it pretty much uses the rest of the power. In the end, you end up with if you have 4 distillers, then you end up making like 200 watts, somewhere around there. And you have to have, like the 4 distillers plus a petroleum generator plus a like 4 carbon skimmers, and you have to have an aqua tuner with a steam turbine in order to cool everything off. And this is all so that you can get 200 watts. Or if you want the polluted water that it produces from the petroleum generator, then it's actually not a bad move. But it is a lot of hardware just to get some polluted water. And like this game in this asteroid right now, it's like way outside the scope of what I'm capable of doing. Maybe I'll burn a little bit of wood in a wood burner to produce some carbon dioxide that I need, or generate a little power for something important. But you can't. I just don't see the benefit of going crazy on the whole ethanol thing until you're in a more advanced base, where really the point is I just need to generate a bunch of water, right? Okay, enough ranting. Unconstructive, squeamish is probably okay. I'm not really a fan of the creativity thing. I'm gonna take the hatchlings. They're meat, if nothing else. I'm gonna research the airflow tile, and that's because my oxyferns. Oxyferns don't work unless you get them into carbon dioxide, which means you have to have airflow to get the carbon dioxide down there. On that note, I see I put my mealwood farms right above my oxyferns. That's not good for airflow at all. In fact, that's so bad, I think I might just move them completely. I'm going to put it up here. Like so. And I've got to go dig out some oxyferns. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Well, let's see what other features. Ooh, there's something over here. Ice. There's an ice biome of some kind there. There's a feature here. It's not too hot for me to get out there. I can go check out that one. And there's 2 over here. Oh, this is going to be a fun map. So much stuff to do. Of course, I can't actually go dig out these features and see what they are until I have super duper hard digging skills on my duplicates. Also, I'm going to need a supercomputer. And a supercomputer there. We'll give it power. Okay, it's the beginning of cycle 9. My beds are in, my bathrooms are in, my research is in. I have water access. I'm going to spill these water reservoirs down into the bottom of my water reservoir. I'm getting my farm set up right now, and I think that's my main focus at the moment. Oxyferns. Oh yeah, there's a lot. I was worried a minute ago that I didn't have enough of them, but I didn't see these, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need this last one, but there's a stupid tree in my way. The reason why I want some more extra oxyferns is because I expand my base. As I expand my base, I need to make extra oxygen in order to fill it, right? And so I need some extra oxyfern plants, and I might even have them make some extra carbon dioxide because my dupes exhaling isn't enough to make that extra oxygen. It's only enough to make enough for them to breathe. I'm okay with this. Mole hands, he has high strength. That's okay. I think I'm going to go with Gene. It's like all the basics are happening. Mainly I'm just waiting for skill points so I can give my diggers, hard digging skills, and I can go check out this other stuff on the map. Spill the water, spill the water. There it goes, water spilling. And there goes the rest of the water spilling. There's one more up here. Okay, so my farms are pretty much in. My water is fine. I'm basically waiting for skill points so that I can give my dupes super duper hard digging. And until that happens, I'm just going to go ahead and start exploring some of the base. Like, I'm going to have to dig over here to have a look at this at some point, right? And I'll have to go dig over here to have a look at this at some point. There's another one over here. I'll go dig over there to have a look. And there's this ice biome thing going on down here, and I'm going to kind of dig into the top of it like this. There's another ice biome kind of thing over here. Here we go. I wonder if this is one of those glaciers or frozen core. It's gotta be. So, or you know what? I can't take another dupe right now because I can't produce enough oxygen for them. Okay, I'm gonna build a mess hall in order to keep my morale, everybody nice and happy. That's all there is to it. One mess hall. So right now I'm mostly waiting for skill points so that I can get, you know, super duper hard digging skills and go check out what these features are on the map. And also I have some digging set up so that I can start exploring more of the map. I now have super hard digging, but not super duper hard digging. I'm gonna go set all of the wild plants to auto harvest. Just the stuff we already know about. Actually, there's a feature over here I didn't notice before. I should start digging a tunnel over to that. I'm a bit worried, like, you'll see my oxyferns aren't doing anything. Like, when they're brown like this, it means they're not producing oxygen. And I think the reason is because, I can just check, it's the atmosphere, right? There's not enough carbon dioxide for them to work. But I need carbon dioxide. Or actually, you know what? I just need to let the carbon dioxide down there. I'm just going to put in some airflow tiles to facilitate that as best as possible. I also need to produce some carbon dioxide because the air in here is just too thin, regardless. Maybe I will make a wood burner and just burn some wood just for the sake of making some carbon dioxide so my oxyferns have something to process. Right there. I'll put a wire on it. Carbon dioxide machine. So this is the end of cycle 22. Everything is going fine, but it's just kind of a slow burn, you know. I'd like to automate some things so that my dupes can get more done besides their regular chores, but there's not really much that I could do, and I don't have a lot of the resources to really pull it off in the proper way, you know, until I get my hard digging skills, and then I can make an effort to go really find out what resources are around and then decide where to go from there. I kind of forgot I set up that wood burner to produce some carbon dioxide. It's definitely working. There's a bunch of carbon dioxide down here. Let me have a look at so we still don't have a lot of oxygen pressure around in the base. I'm going to turn off that wood burner anyways because I think I might be overdoing it here. Ooh, larva eggs. Alright, that's actually quite interesting because producing carbon dioxide is easy and heat is easy. I don't have the labor to do the grooming, but I can start some wild slicksters. Let's find a nice hot place. Down here is plenty hot. I'm going to dig out this whole area and I'm going to make that into a wild slickster room. Oh, I just got a skill point. It is, aha! Super duper hard digging. Alright, the game's going to get more interesting because I'm going to go start checking out these features. Oh, there's another ice thing over there. Wow, there's a lot of those ice things. So I'm setting up some digging instructions to go find out what these features are, and I'm giving them high priority. Looks like there's an oil biome over there. Yeah, lead. Awesome. Maybe I can get some oil and then plastic. They're digging over there. They're digging up here. Looks like they've got this one. Cool slush geyser. Are you serious? That's the best thing it could have been. 4 kilograms per second. It erupts like half the time when it's active, so it's like 2 kilograms per second. Let's go see what these other things are. This is a leaky oil fissure. That is not nearly as fun. 300 grams per second. So I get a little oil out of it, but the oil is also super hot. 300 degrees. Go open that up. Oh, Thank you. I want to see what it is. What? Where are you going? There's one down here below my base I could go check out as well. I can dig this ladder farther down so that I can reach this feature. What do we got? Oh, here we go. Another leaky oil fissure. See, I don't like that. It's too hot. I don't want to deal with it. Where's that last one? Here it is. Volcano? Copper volcano. Oh boy. Wow, that copper, that refined metal is so valuable, but I'm really not prepared to deal with the heat right now. I guess I can just let it soak. Oh, check it out. Okay. So there's this huge iceberg over here. I can let the heat from the volcano just soak into that ice and have access to the refined metal. So that's my plan for the copper volcano. The cool slush geyser, I'm going to set up an electrolyzer so that I can produce some oxygen and have some more dupes, because 4 dupes is it's pretty limiting. I might work on these leaky oil fissures. I've got 2 of them, but I'm not going to start with those. That'll be my secondary thing. I'm gonna tell my guys to go down and check out this last feature on the map. That way I can end on a note that says, here's all of the features right next to my base that I've opened up. Then I can start episode 2 utilizing all of the new features that I found. What is it? What is it? It is water geyser. Alright, that's cool, but the water, ooh, there's a lot, 10 kilograms per second, but it comes out at 95 degrees. Still, that'll be super convenient for like an electrolyzer. I should definitely uncover that and let it start doing its thing. I mean, it's down here in a hole anyways. What's going to happen? It's not going to like get water in my base. What is it? Minor volcano. Alright, that's cool. Okay, so that's where we are. Maybe I'll call that episode 1. That very early part of the game is finished, right?